Alright, why do most indie game developers fail? I think it's important to note that many indie game developers actually don't release their game. So we're going to focus on the ones who did release something. And I just want to preface that if you're able to release a game, you're like in the top 1% that can actually finish a game. So you're still doing an amazing job. This is more for people who are having issues making a living off making their games. My name is B-Train. I made a game that sold over 2,000 copies. I wouldn't say I'm like a full-time game developer or anything like that, but my game sold pretty well considering the industry. So here are just some of my tips, and hopefully some of these will help you guys out. Alright, first one is low-value games. So many people don't release a game, and the people who do release something that's pretty low value. They scale down too much. A common advice you will hear from other game developers is to not feature creep. However, depending on the person, I think you should. I think there's too many games who are not feature creeping enough, actually. Learn to make games that people want to play. That's the point of being a game designer. We're trying to release games that people want to play, right? I think this is partially why game jams can be damaging. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but I think it is the truth. You're either making a game over the weekend or you spend 5+ years on your $1 million idea. There's no middle ground. Learn how to make a valuable enough game that's in the low 5-figure range, right? If you can make a game that make $10,000, yo, that's awesome. Learn how to make a game in 1 to 3 years, not 5+ years. That's an issue that I think a lot of indie game developers have. You're either making a game over the weekend or you're making a game in 5+ years. Like, why is there no middle ground? If you are new, learn how to make a medium to high value game, not a low value one. Alright, my second step, surface level gamer. A good game designer knows their genre extremely well. If you make an action adventure game and the only games you've played is Breath of the Wild, even though you love Breath of the Wild, you should have a much broader knowledge of the genre. You should be an extreme fan of your genre, the highs and the lows. If you love Zelda, you love Zelda-like games. Play Zelda 1, play Zelda 2. Don't just play Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild and then make your dream game after that. You gotta know your genre. Alright, my third tip, low skills. If this is you, you might want to start investing more on your game. Pick your battles and choose what skills you want to work on and what skills to delegate. Learn if you're more of a programmer, learn if you're more of an artist or a writer, and if you're not one of them, learn to delegate it. You need to learn how to hire an artist or programmer and have them help you make a valuable game. Don't have the money? Time to work a part-time job. If you have a part-time job and use all of that money to invest in your game, guess what? You're actually working on your game. A lot of people don't talk about that. If you make, an extra $500 a month on your part-time job and you put $500 in your game is going to look and feel a lot better than if you were just working on it solo and you had a low skill set in the first place. If you want to improve your skill set, then yes, spend that time, keep improving on your skill set, but learn to pick your battles. Video games have a lot of skill set that you need to be good at. You're not going to be able to be good at all of them. Some solo developers are able to pull this off. That's awesome. But a lot of us mere mortals are actually going to have to start learning how to invest, find people who are good at the stuff that they're at, and have them help you out. And in return, you can build a relationship, make a team, and you're help paying for them, and they're improving as they're helping you out. It's a win-win situation. Sure, you have less time to work on your game, but you're using money to build the game anyway. So is it really slower? I mean, it's up to the person and the project management. But if you have a low skill set in art, but if you can spend 2 hours flipping a burger to pay for a better artist to do it instead, why not just do that instead? All right, my fourth tip is marketing. So I think most developers blame marketing when their game is failing. And marketing is important, but it's not 100% true. Marketing is more like an X factor than a sole reasoning for why a game sells. Learn to make a good game first, then learn how to market properly. If you're marketing and nobody cares about your game, don't take it personally. Just learn how to make a better game afterwards. It's fine. If your game looks and feels like a turd, no amount of marketing will save you. Alright, I hope this helped you guys out. I mean, this is just one advice from one indie game developer out there. If you guys like it, make sure to like the video. Thank you. Hey, if you guys want to support the channel, make sure to wishlist Grey Heritage Noble Duty. It's part of the Grey Heritage series that I've made in SRPG Studio. If you guys want to play a released game, I also have Grey Heritage Faded Vision. Make sure to check those out. Links is in the description.